Good morning, everybody. I want to continue our video series on the life of Paul, and this is now chapter 2 in the book, and it's going to be what I call the early life of Saul, and this is part 15, which is video 15, and it's the infancy in Tarsus. Now, we have nothing definite about the timing of the birth of Paul, but it is suggested by St. Chrysostom that he might have been born about 2 BC. This would make him 2 years younger than Christ himself, and the time of his death being about 66 AD at the age of about 68 years of age. He was born into a world at peace, and the pirates of the Levant had been captured and executed, and so travel had become easy and become safe. The Roman Empire had experienced a peace now for a period of about 40 to 50 years, and there was an attitude of friendly cooperation between Rome and Judaism. This state of affairs was to change during his lifetime. Saul's parents were certainly Jewish, and his family were also Roman citizens. How they obtained this honor is completely unknown, but it's not unusual, especially if a Jew had offered some service to the Romans. This fact had a huge importance for Saul's future ministry. He was sent to Jerusalem and was trained in all the learning of the Pharisees in the school of Gamaliel. Saul had a father who without doubt taught him everything that he would need to hold his head high in any Roman society. But also, being a Jew, Paul would be able to hold his head high in any synagogue. Judaism was the prevailing culture in his life. He also refers to his sister and her son, and to other members of his extended family. Whatever his parents thought of his conversion and ministry and leadership in the church, Scripture is completely silent. He did, however, owe a great debt to his father and his mother, who were his first teachers of Judaism up to the age of 12 years of age. On the 8th day of his life, he was circumcised according to the strict Jewish custom. He may have been named by his father, which was the Jewish custom of the day, if he were the firstborn, or possibly after the first king of Israel, who was himself of the same tribe and an ancient hero of the Benjamites. The rules of his education are set out in Deuteronomy 6 and 11 and are described in Psalm 78. He would have been educated in all of the history of the Jewish scriptures, and even by the age of 12 would have developed a remarkable proficiency in the Old Testament scriptures. The education of Jewish boys in the ways of the world under the Mosaic law was found in the book of Proverbs. This was the syllabus and would be studied very, very carefully. He would have taken special interest in Mordecai, whose story in the book of Esther describes how the Benjamites were saved the Jews from destruction during the Babylonian exile. At his bar mitzvah, he would officially pass out as a son of the law and had the duty of reading the scriptures and expounding it in some interesting new point of understanding. This was the custom of the Jews. Tarsus was a city referred to as Urbis Libera, like Syrian Antioch. They had the liberty to appoint their own magistrates. They had no need of a Roman garrison. This privileged status showed a feeling of great trust and confidence in the city by the Roman authorities. This meant that Paul was a free-born man, which in those days for Jews was not uncommon. In most cases, it is most certain that Saul would have called by the name at home, but at large he would have been known by the name of Paul, which was not Greek but Roman. So there's lots of little insights into the very early life of the Apostle Paul. And next time, God willing, we will look at his boyhood. Okay, so we look forward to catching up with you on our next episode, and we wish you every blessing. Bye for now.